Okay, so like I said, since new names were donated for, I'm gonna have to re-roll the characters, which rolling the characters doesn't count for time, and we're gonna hope it doesn't take all that long. Um, Sadly, I do have to have pretty good stats to do this run. What I'm looking for here, strength needs to be 12 or higher. Oh, what? Game, please. So 2 is the minimum roll, and I just got 3 of them, which is unreal. But I'm looking for 12 or higher in strength because that affects my physical damage, and 12 is the first point where strength actually matters. I'm looking for 14 agility, which is the maximum. Agility is the most important stat in the game. So I need... that affects my accuracy, turn order, and evasion. And intelligence, for the mages, it affects their starting MP, and it affects everybody's turn order. So that still needs to be reasonably high, but it's the one stat I'm willing to take a little lower than usual. But if you got anything else to plug about the marathon or anything, go right ahead, because we got time.
Oh yeah. Well, fortunately you went and bought yourself a fair bit of extra time for this.
True enough.
For those who don't know, the winning names for this run are gonna be, all in caps for all of them, N, D underscore A underscore N, N, and Nad. So that's who we're gonna get to see. I'm guessing that's gonna be coming from somebody who hopped in on that big raid from Gyre that we got about an hour ago.
Possibly.
And those are all from Skin. And let's see what's coming up here. I don't think I said my name. I'm Neon Gray. Yep, and yes, that's me. Also coming up, we've got the Secret of Mana run coming up. We've got that's by Yagamoth. We've got a $200 incentive for a hand cam on that, which sounds pretty cool. Let's see. And incentives, of course, to name the boy and the sprite. Right now, just $10 on that to name the boy Hero. And another incentive to pick your weapon of choice. And I'm sure you can saddle him with something awful there. Oh, nice, fruit skin. Well, I think, from what I know of this game, it does need a Dan.
It needs all the Dans. Don't like taking 11 intelligence if I can help it, but in the interest of actually getting the run started, I'll make do. They had the other requirements, so it's... Like, intelligence is the stat I can afford to be a little low on. Ooh, there's basically a perfect roll. We'll take that. This one will be double Dan.
And of course, if we don't know why we're here, RPGs we love is here to support the RPG Valkyries, getting them all out to RPG Limit Break this spring. Sparkover, who's coming up after this, is going to be racing Dragon Quest Rando, and we've got the stats already.
Yeah, that was actually pretty painless, except, I mean, the first character took a little bit, but everyone after that was relatively painless.
Well, that doesn't bode well for the rest of the game.
Oh, don't give it any ideas, please. Alright, so I can actually get started. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. I'm speedrunning the countdown. So welcome to Swords and Serpents, where the game does not care about your feelings, and mages don't cast offensive spells. Because offensive spells, unfortunately, are not terribly good, and they're just better off hitting things with their staves. This game is very, very RNG dependent. It's basically a first-person dungeon crawler. Combat is done mostly by mashing, but I can also cast some spells if I hold B down. I also don't fight groups because they take too long, so I'm just going to run away from those. But single encounters I'll generally take. That's a single, we'll take it. It's a bat, it has low HP. This one here is a forced encounter. I have to fight this one no matter what. Axe isn't worth equipping. So here's the first quote-unquote boss fight. This is a required fight. I have to fight 6 of these guys. Whether I win this fight or not doesn't actually matter. Because as long as I do the fight and don't run away, the encounter square just disappears. So I'm free. So even if I lose this fight, it's fine. Obviously, I'd like to win it because I want the experience, but we'll make do if I don't happen to win. Ooh, got a crit from the thief there. Thieves have an ability that allows them to get a crit, which just does maximum damage on their turn. I don't know what the chances of it happening are. They're just not very good. But that's the one reason. That's the reason why I bring a thief. Okay, I'm a little too beat up to just go on. I'm going to take the Death Warp. Halberd is pretty terrible too. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to equip it anyway. I'm going to do a Death Warp. This is going to take me back to the temple and so I can get healed up. Cost me all my money, but I didn't have any money to begin with, so it doesn't matter. Ideally, I come out of that fight without taking too much damage, and I can just not take the Death Warp. But I got no encounters on the way back, so it didn't matter. So that was a pretty decent floor. Two of them. We're not fighting. We don't want people getting eaten by scooters today. Nad, you don't want to be I said don't get eaten by scooters, not do get eaten by scooters. So a lot of the fights on this floor I'm just going to be running from. Because a lot of them are going to be like doubles and triples. And I don't have, like, it just takes too long to fight them and they're not really worth the experience. The maximum level in this game is actually level 16, but we're only going to be finishing at like level 6, usually. So we're going to be pretty drastically under-leveled. Also, this category does not use the wrong warp that was found. You basically trick the game in one spot to think that a barbarian is the final boss, and you just kind of finish the game from there. It's kind of a weird category, and it involves walking back and forth a lot. This is another forced encounter. But this category has to actually fight the real final boss, and the real final boss is no pushover. It is actually possible for the final boss to just say, no, I can't win, and that's it. So we're gonna hope I don't... Wow, the encounter rate on this floor is not being kind. This is where a lot of time is gained and lost right here, just through the number of encounters I run into. Alright, single scooter, we'll take it. Would like to hit level 2 before the next fourth encounter. There's level 2. And another weapon I don't really I really can't make any use of. So I went out of my way for this because it basically doubles DAN's damage. And it has a little better accuracy than his base weapon. And since he has the crits, I want him to have the best weapon for right now. Also, I have to fight this forced one again. Alright, forced encounter here. We got 4 goblins. Also, I want everyone to pay attention to the sprite work in this game for the enemies. Like, it is actually really detailed. Especially for an NES game. Part of the way they were able to do that is they kind of cheated the system. Normally, NES sprites can only have 4 colors, but they cheated that by basically, whenever you get into an encounter, they put just a giant block of 1 color behind the enemy, so they could get a 5th color in there. Dan, please, don't start this. Dan was coming very close to doing what he does best. Alright. Not the smoothest encounter, but it worked. Now I'm actually going to top myself off. So another thing that affects turn order is what weapon you have equipped. They all have an initiative stat that determines what your turn order is going to be. In addition, the more HP you're missing, the bigger penalty you have to your turn order as well. So being low on HP is actually very detrimental. What do we got? Okay, not mages. We got the zombies. These are basically the encounter I really want to see here because they're the weakest encounter on this floor. And this is a forced tile, so I have to fight it. This is another forced tile, and we got knights. Okay, that's almost as good. They're a little tougher than the zombies, but not by much. The things I don't want to see are mages and ghosts. Mages are just annoying and have a ton of HP. Ghosts hit like trucks. Mages hit the entire party, but not very hard. They just take forever to fight. So I don't fight the mages. I will fight the ghosts if I need to, but I generally will prefer not to. Okay, this is not a forced encounter, but it's only one enemy, so I'll take it. Oh, nope. One space too soon. So this floor has the gimmick of you gotta unlock the 4 central doors. This door was unlocked by default. The other 3 are all locked, and you have to go into each chamber to hit the switches to unlock the next door. Wow, Nad is getting the crap kicked out of him. Okay, we'll take a lone Ooh. He got good initiative that time. Wow. Please, can you guys actually hit this guy? There we go. Alright, there's level 3. That's good. Levels increase my HP, my MP. Okay, bats. Increase my HP, my MP, and 1 stat out of Strength, Intelligence, and Agility randomly go up by 1 point. Dagger is not useful. I gotta start using Dan's MP now. Picking up this spell here, Deadeye, that increases my accuracy when I cast it on somebody. Oh, there's 3 ghosts. Let's not dilly-dally. Get out. Please run. Please. Oh god, please run. Okay, I got lucky, did no damage on that last one. Okay, next switch. I can go to the 3rd section. This section is really long. Ah, I was thinking this bat would be smart to fight. I was wrong. Okay, this is a forced fight. Nope, we don't fight mages. They're not super dangerous again, but they have like a massive amount of HP, and they just take forever to fight because their attacks hit the entire party. And it all has to animate. Please stop giving me mages. Please stop giving me mages. Okay, goblins. We'll take those. Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna have to heal Dan up. Probably not gonna end up doing any more encounters unless they're singles and not like bats or ghosts or something. Definitely not 3 bats. Floor 3 being its usual floor 3 trolley self. So this section here is this section of the level is long because they basically make you spiral all the way to the center, and then spiral all the way back out. Because that was great dungeon design. No, sorry. Almost started mashing down a single enemy, but no, it's a ghost. We're not doing that. Please run. Okay, good. Didn't take any damage. Wow, this encounter rate, they're not interested in my crap today. This is, I'm just gonna say this is really bad luck. Well, Double D and DAN are getting damaged here. Just going for it. Alright, made it to the center. I'm already losing time on this split, by the way. Yes, I have my splits running. Like, I'm already losing time, and I'm not even out of this area yet. Dan? Oh, Lord. Now I'll heal. Thankfully, I get an MP refill at the end of this floor, so I'm not too hurting right now. Also, you'll notice the game lags more when there's more map filled in, actually on screen, which is just a sign of the nest not being very powerful. I'm getting lucky with these ghosts. They're not hitting as hard as they usually do. They can hit for up to 8 damage, and to give you an idea, I only have like 12 or 13. Actually, I should be fine. So now I got my MP refill. Pick up a gold key, which we'll save for later. Alright, lost 2 minutes on that floor just from straight RNG. Because this is a great speed game. Oh good, crit from DAN. So floor 4. I'm going to pick up the strength spell, which adds to my physical damage, which will be super useful later. Here's a scooter. Okay, him getting a helmet's actually really helpful, because I normally have to buy one of those later anyway. Then I won't have to buy it. Nah, I'm not going to bother equipping it right now, though. This is a forced encounter. We're going to fight some spooters again. Force tiles can basically be any enemy type from the floor itself. Any one of the 5 possible enemy groups, except on floors 1 and 2, where those encounters are actually fixed to the enemy that you saw. We're not going to bother fighting with that. It has low HP, but it's kind of hard to hit, and it has an easy time hitting us, so I'll leave it alone. No! 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 Get out of here. This zombie is super dangerous. That zombie can hit for up to 8 damage. It also has like 75 HP. And has pretty good initiative for a zombie. Like, if I'd seen this zombie, I would have taken it. Okay, I need to heal Nad. I'm gonna ideally be using Nad's MP before using Dan's MP. Just because it's less menuing. Alright, I'm already in the menu, so I'll just run. Ooh! Double D! This is why we don't mess with them. They do lots of damage. I'll take another lone goblin. Okay, last switch. This floor had a gimmick of we had to hit the 4 switches that are in the corners of the map, but you had to hit them in a Z shape. That unlocks the central area. DAN? Actual Dan? I should just be referring to them as Backwards Dan, Fake Dan, and Dan. That sounds appropriate. Or actually, no. Backwards Dan, Fake Dan, Double Dan, and Dan. Actual Dan. Okay, what do we got here? Bats, we'll take them. Alright, floor 4 is pretty much done. I just got a couple of squares I gotta step over. I'm gonna quickly top off my HP because there's an MP refill right in front of me. That should be good enough. Really? I'm counting on the last square? Alright, made up a little bit of time there. So here's floor 5. This is an important floor because I learned 2 important spells and I get to do some shopping and actually get some real equipment. So here's 3 bats. E. Really don't want to see too many people dying right now. Especially the mages. These bats are hard to hit. Alright, there's level 4, that's good. I want to make sure I see that before floor 9, and I'm not going to be doing too many more encounters from here on out. That was not a spectacular forced encounter there, but it could have been way worse. Okay, first important spell is Flight. We need that a few times. Not on this floor, but we'll need it on the next floor, floor 9 and floor 16. And Pass Wall. That's the most important spell. Pass Wall does exactly what it sounds like it does. You can use it to pass through a wall. Now, most walls can be pass-walled, but there are some walls that are guarded against it. So you can't just do it completely anywhere. However, we can do it anywhere on this floor, and we're going to do it to great effect to get over towards the shop. Unfortunately, you can get encounters right after a pass wall, and when you run away, you just run back through the wall. So I have to recast the spell now. So I lose even more time because I gotta do more menuing. And if you haven't noticed, the menuing's not terribly fast in this. Alright, we're at the shop. To sell old equipment, we're gonna get rid of that staff. The leather. The axe, and then that halberd as well. Buy them both of those. Now we're going to move on to DAN. Get rid of the dagger. He's going to keep his armor for now. Get rid of the sword. He's actually good. I don't have to buy anything else for him. So we're just going to get a helmet and that's it. For him, I get rid of the leather and then I buy a scale. And then for actual Dan, I'm going to get rid of his basic staff. We're going to get rid of that dagger he picked up. And buy the same stuff I bought for Nad. Alright, shopping trip done. Almost done with this floor. And if anybody dies at this point, it's not a big deal. Okay, pass wall to here, here's the stairs. And down we go. That was a reasonable floor 4, or floor 5. Not great, but reasonable. So we're going to pass through this little section here kind of backwards. They expect you to come from the other direction. We're just going to pass wall our way into it and grab the key. Okay, so we need flight here because there's trap tiles in the next room. And these rooms, there's doors you can pass through, so I don't actually have to pass wall, but there's forced encounters in front of, like, all of them. So it ends up being not worth it to go the kind of intended route. So I'm just going to pass wall around all the encounters. Well, the forced ones, anyway. Hopefully we won't see too many random ones. Also going to pick up another spell here. This is Major Heal. I don't know why there's four copies of it in this room, but we'll take it because picking up the squares that the spell is on are encounter free. Alright, on to floor 7. Quick detour here to pick up the ruby crown. So the main goal of this game is to find the 7 ruby treasures so you can actually access the final area. So that's basically what I've been doing, is just going after the ruby treasures. There's 2 of them on this floor, there were 2 of them on the previous floor. And there's 3 others scattered on other floors. So there's the ruby helmet. More money. I'll be using that in a little bit. Okay, floor 8. This one has a forced encounter I have to fight. Not this one. Okay, now I'm going to do a very long menu here to get all that stuff equipped. Trying to combine as much menuing as I can, just so it doesn't take as long to do it. So I was willing to deal with having lower AC than normal. Even though the enemies here are kind of dangerous. Alright, menu done. Everybody's equipped. Dan is unfortunately in his best gear. Okay, red ones? Yeah, I can take that. That was not what I was trying to cast. I was trying to stop on strength. I'm actually going to put my buffs on the mages, because their weapons actually hit twice per round. Which can actually lead to a pretty quick fight here. Ooh, crit from the thief. Alright, not too bad. You get flight back up. I'm gonna make a little detour here to get some extra experience. This guy gives me a free 1,000 experience, which guarantees me level 5. So we're not going to be fighting pretty much anything but mandatory encounters at this point, with very few exceptions. Also, everybody, I want you to get ready for... Oop, that's the wrong way. Get ready for... Zoom Tube! Look at the pretty colors, distractions. This is taking us one full floor ahead. Oh, dang. Okay, snakes aren't very dangerous here. They're only dangerous on floors 4 and 5. Just gonna make a detour over here for another piece of equipment. Also, I organized my party this way with a mage in the front, and then the thief, then the warrior, then the other mage, specifically so equipment that I want to fall on each character actually falls on them as I go. Like, I don't have to do much trading between characters outside of at the very beginning of the game, which ends up saving a whole bunch of time in menus. So that puzzle was literally just hit those switches in that exact order. One last little shopping trip here. Just gonna buy one thing and sell one thing. Gonna get rid of his leather armor. And we're gonna pick up a +3 sword for him. Shopkeep, there are monsters in your shop. You may want to deal with that. What a terrible shopkeeper letting monsters roam free. I could probably fight that, but I'm not going to. So I don't have my best weapons equipped yet. I would after this like section right here. Turn 7 times, get the ruby sword. That's the best weapon in the game. So now I'm going to do my last little equip menu here. Equip the +3 sword that gives him 3 hits per action. Give Double D the fire shield, that's much better defense, and then give him the ruby sword, which is a way bigger upgrade, because that's actually the best weapon in the game. And this is how my equipment's going to stand for the rest of the game. So unfortunately, Dan is a little lacking in that department, because there's just not enough mage gear to spread out between 2 characters. Oh, skeletons. I'm sure we're going to get plenty well acquainted with them in just a little bit here. Alright, now I'm going to take another death warp. At this point, money doesn't matter anymore. I've bought everything I need to. So that takes me back to floor 10. Now that I have the black crystal, I gotta go all the way back to floor 1 to use it, which takes me to floor 13 where one of the ruby treasures is. Also, here's another zoom tube! But wait! Here's yet another zoom tube! We just can't get enough zoom tube action here. Okay, now we're back at floor 1. I'm gonna make a detour to floor 2 to pick up one ruby treasure that was there that I didn't double back for. Also, at this point, my equipment's so good that I can just fight literally everything and not care. It's about the same time-wise, the run versus actually doing the fights. At least with these encounters. But I needed the gold key to be able to get at the ruby treasure here, and you get that on floor 3, and it would have taken longer to backtrack and come back to this before than it would have to just wait until now and do it. Okay, these are forced encounters here, but they're only single, so it's not that bad. So we're going to take another death warp. So bring us back to floor 1. And now the part of the run that kind of decides everything. The floor 13 encounters. There are 4 mandatory encounters with 7 enemies each, and I have to do all of them. This is where things get kind of hard. I make it seem almost not terrible. Nah. It's just unique. Okay, this is the 4th one. And now we're going to teleport off to floor 13. Alright, here we go. What do we got? Barbarian. Perfect. That's actually what I'd like to see. I'm looking for Dan's turn. I want to actually get him to just run away. Just Dan. The other characters I'm going to keep around because they have enough AC to actually guard here. And the other, Nad can actually heal everybody. Come on, please hit. Please, come on. Your accuracy's better than this. It's usually a pretty easy encounter to take, but they're being stubborn. Next up, we have skeletons. So I'm looking for Dan's turn again. Or Dan... Never mind. Well... I didn't even get a chance to get him to run away. He's just like, nah. I'm gonna take a nap. Really need to get a heal on Nad there. I'm pretty sure it's Nad's turn. Please let me cast a spell. So turn order is kind of buggy sometimes, and it won't actually let you work with the characters you're supposed to be. Dan is just doing what Dan does best right now. Alright, it's up to Nad then, because I need one mage alive. More skeletons. Ooh, good crit from DAN. Gotta make sure Nad survives, because if he goes down, I can't progress. I need pass wall in order to get through this section, so a mage has to stay alive. there we go. I'm gonna take the detour for this, just to be safe. Okay, one more encounter. More skeletons. Nope, not Dan. Not Nad's turn. Can sneak in some strength spells here too. Oh, that was a hit. Oh my god. Can Nad get a turn? I want to keep Dan alive, Double D alive. I was going to put more buffs up, but there's not really any point now. We're mostly done with the fight. Alright, we made it. That was pretty decent. Alright, we have all the ruby treasures. Now all I gotta do is head down to the final boss. The monks in this monastery really need to clear these angry wizards out. And out of their courtyard. They have snacks running around all over the place. And goblins. Wow, this encounter rate. I've made it like 3 steps, and I've gotten 4 encounters. Like, no joke, it just took me a minute 20 to get off that floor, to go, like, 15 steps. So this had a chance of actually being world record until this happened. Like, this is like my 10th encounter in, like, 20 steps. This actually was on potential world record pace. Now I don't think it's possible, because I have to get down there with no encounters to have any chance at it. Because I got about 2 minutes to get to the final boss and kill it. And with the number of encounters I've had, that's, debatable. Alright, here we are, floor 16. So it says right here, the path of victory begins there. There's hints all over the game that tell you what to do when you're on the path to victory, and that tells you how to actually get through this floor, because it's not very straightforward. we're at the end. Of course, one last encounter. And we're not blessed by the Rastapus. Here we go, final boss. Bad turn order. He went first. At least he didn't double turn. He almost did, though. I may not be able to win this fight. Top everybody off. I need to get buffs up, and he's not letting me. So unfortunately, this boss is complete RNG, and if he says no, you just can't win. And because I don't have buffs up yet, I pretty much can't hit him. I'm basically stuck in kind of a heal loop right now. I need to get buffs. Okay, we can get at least one buff up. Yeah, I got one. So this boss can hit the entire party for anywhere from 3 to 16 damage. So I need to be on top of my healing, like, constantly. Whose turn is it? Alright, now I have all my buffs up. No guts, no glory, just gonna go for it. I need one more hit. Boom! I did win. And that is time. Man, that was actually looking like a pretty good run right up until all those encounters right after coming back from floor 13. By the way, I get promoted to level 7 for no reason, and your reward for finishing the game, this flashy screen. Seizure mode engage. Our party of Dans actually pulled it off. This is pretty much the whole ending, too. Like, they're just gonna give me a congratulatory screen here. It's gonna say, I escaped with 5,000 pieces of gold, no experience points, and at level 7. There were passwords, so I can kind of load the characters into a different file, but I forget exactly how to do it. But that is the end of the game. Our party of Dans managed to slay the dragon somehow without falling on their own swords. Except that last Dan, he fell on it like 3 times. But that is going to do it for me. Next up, we have Sparkover doing Dragon Warrior, the original Dragon Warrior, no manipulation. So buckle in and get comfy, because that's going to be a really relaxed and awesome run to watch.
Yes, and she'll be along shortly. just a few minutes here, I think. Because we are running a bit ahead of time. I mean, we've got a world record and a near world record, you're saying, so...
True.
Hard to plan for that.
Those runs went better than I was expecting them to.
Yeah.
So, what I can do is just put on the splash screen and put up some music so everyone can enjoy that, and then when she's ready, we can switch over to that, unless you've got something else to say.
Nope, I think we are... Nothing terribly important going on here while we wait on her. She will be changing over to restream to be the restreamer after this, so we will see the stream go down for just a few seconds soon.
So everybody get your panic baskets ready.
And of course we do have, she's got an incentive on this upcoming run to bring the princess to the Dragon Lord. And that princess needs some more excitement in her life. We're gonna need $200 for that, so get those donations in.
Indeed. Bringing the princess to Dragon Lord. She's been spending a lot of time with a green dragon in a very dark cave. I think she needs some sunlight and needs to go out and be a little social.
Get some fresh air, see some different kinds of dragons.
By the way, we're just gonna wait for Sparkover to get ready. In the meantime, I'm gonna just play some music for you guys. And yeah, thanks to the Valkyries for having me. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, I got nothing else. Enjoy Dragon Warrior with Sparkover, and I'll catch you all later.
And thank you very much for both those runs and for showing off one very good game and one very interesting game.
one Dan game.
Yes. And RPGs we love is, of course, as you can see from the Moobot right there, it is a marathon to support the RPG Valkyries in their trip to RPG Limit Break. Sparkover coming up, she's doing the vanilla game for us right away. At RPG Limit Break, she will be running the randomizer for Dragon Quest in a race along with fellow Valkyrie Silverfire. That's going to be great to see, and we want to get them both there. We should be switching over any moment now. Oh! Yep, she's gotta get her coffee here. So, while Sparkover gets properly caffeinated, let's go over the next few runs after Dragon Warrior. We've got a final race coming up. That is between the RPG chick and Home. We have an incentive there, currently at $59.99 out of $100 to make them go to 100%. And come on, make them go to 100%. You want to see what that world map actually looks like, right? None of this cloud stuff. And then we've got a completely wide open incentive to name the main character of Mystic Quest. Benjamin's a really boring name. Let's get him a good one. After that, we've got Secret of Mana run by Yagaboss coming up. There's a $200 incentive for a hand cam on that, which, you know, Secret of Mana is actually a game that is a big gap for me, but a hand cam sounds like that'd be great for that. And of course, names for both the boy and the sprite. The only donation there is $10 to name the boy Hero. We can get some good names too. And then another incentive to decide the weapon of choice. There must be some sort of really bad weapon in there. Come on, make him have to use a bad weapon. After that, we've got Deltarune by Lightning, and we can get an upgrade there to Jetful%. That is going to cost 146.66 if you want to see that happen. Then later on, we've got Final Fantasy Legend 2. That's going to be a race between Skylakitty and Invenerable. We've got some really nice incentives here. I've seen them both practicing on this. One, we've got Who Suffered the Bad Taste palettes, and let me tell you, there are some really bad palettes. You want to donate for this one. We can make them both suffer. Right now, that's got $10 in. Every $20 on that incentive is gonna force them to swap to new palettes. Make them have the bad palettes. Then we've got a choice between the human route and the Esper route. We've got, right now, anyone can take that as well. An incentive to name the heroine, which is, right now, we've got $5 on Arby. And then another one to name the party. Top 3 names are going there. You've got $5 each on We Have Beat. So right now it looks like that party is gonna be named Arby, We Have Beat. Let's see what else we've got going on here. We're already pretty much near to tomorrow. Let's see. Let's look further ahead, see what we've got coming up. Ooh. I have no idea what that is. There is, later on, we've got... When is that one gonna be? On the 22nd. In the morning, we're going to have Final Fantasy Legend 1 coming up. There seems to be an incentive here for Everything is Melting %. I don't know what that is. I think, maybe we want to see what that is. Let's see here. Yes, lots and lots of good incentives coming up. I will link that sheet in chat. And I've just got over a few things that are coming up over the next day and some later on in the week. Other things might leap out to you, because this is a really solid schedule. It's only going to get better. Alright, and I'm hearing from Sparkover that she's ready, so we should be taking a quick trip into offline land any second.